Hi, I'm Jack Paullus. I've been involved in theater for over 50 years. I've directed 65 plays and appeared in over 110. My favorite movies are True Romance, Lonesome Dove, Last Picture Show, The Godfather Saga, all but 3 of course, Paper Chase, Philadelphia, and Schindler's List. Quite eclectic, I know. I've been around a long time. My wife says sometimes too long. I just wanted to say a few words about the new Wert Independent Film Festival. You know, finding a small independent film is really a fun experience, something like finding a great, small, off-the-beaten-track restaurant with marvelous food. You know, Wert is blessed as far as the arts scene with the nice Wanger Performing Arts Center, that beautiful place, the Wert Civic Theater, Offstage Dinner Theater, and Wassenberg Arts Center. The Wert Independent Film Festival intends to bring all aspiring artists together under one roof, networking opportunities and chances to meet with distributors to take an artist's work to the next level and get, wider exposure. Some of you may say, well, why Ohio? I say, why not? Some very, very famous people from Ohio have been associated with the movies down through the years. There's a famous director, Steven Spielberg, who, by the way, has a personal net worth of over $3 billion. There's also Clark Gable, Doris Day, Tim Conway, Dean Martin, Phyllis Diller, and finally the man who's given most of the credit for inventing the motion picture in the first place, Thomas A. Edison. Edison had no formal education. Most of his vast knowledge was attained just by asking questions about almost everything. When he was around 6, he asked his mother how baby chickens were born. And she replied, well, the mother hen sits on the eggs to keep them warm until they hatch. Well, young Tom promptly fetched some eggs from the hen house and sat on them for several hours. Last, with no results. He also asked his mother how balloons could float. She told him they were filled with gas. So Tom talked one of his playmates into taking about 10 doses of some medication from that time period that caused bloating to see if he would float. Of course, he did not. He just laid squirming on the ground with pain. Now, regarding the Wert Independent Film Festival, besides giving some young filmmakers an avenue to exhibit their films, I'm very excited about the distinct possibility of generating some much-needed revenue for the city and the county. There are hundreds of festivals in the United States, with the Sundance Film Festival in Park City, Utah being the largest. Keep in mind now the population of Park City is listed as just a little over 8,000. The 2009 Sundance Film Festival attracted the following numbers: 92 million value added, 1,961 jobs supported, nearly 4 million in state tax revenue, 40,291 film festival attendees, and from those attendees, over 34 million were spent on accommodations. Nearly 15 million was spent on meals, nearly 5 million on transportation, and about 8 million was spent on sports and recreation, and over 4 million was spent on discretionary items. Those figures are amazing. I think that if the VWIFF does over 1/100th of that, or even 1,000th of it, wouldn't that be outstanding? Just think about it. I'll close with this final thought, very important. If you want to feel young and thin, hang around old fat people.